little bit of orientation because some of you may be new to this particular type of practice. In one sense, this is going to be the easiest class today in Canggu, and it's also going to be the hardest class. We're going to start with embodied centering. So I really believe in fluid movements. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about that. So when this part of practice comes, you're not like, what's going on here? And you can really drop in and enjoy what's happening. So basically, the early part of practice is about connecting what's called your incoming sensory or afferent nerves to your brain. So you're not just sending motor signals out like most exercise, you're trying to feel more, in other words. So we slow the movements down, and we basically do Tai Chi inspired movements, okay? Now, I could talk all kinds of things about this, but one thing I'd love to tell you is your fascia is connective tissue like a body stocking around you. It has a water, like an extracellular matrix. It has a gel. And when you do fluid movements, it creates friction on your fascia, on your muscles, and your body basically lubricates itself. Okay, so that will help you to open up later with these fluid movements. Then we'll gradually build up to a peak, and some of the things I want to work on today are your adductors. Okay, so I just want to give you a little orientation, because when you know where things are in your body, it's going to help you to access them. So pubic bone, can you find yours? I mean, it's tempting to find somebody else's, but find yours. Pubic bone, find it. And if you go to either side and maybe about an inch down, most of the 6 adductor muscles attach there. There's going to be one big bad boy that attaches down here, the adductor magnus. But roughly speaking, these are small muscles that go like a fan shape on the inner leg. Now, what happens when we try and do a lot of adductor stretches is because these muscles tend to be tighter, basically, as we do it, my butt's sticking out because I'm bringing this attachment point on the pubic bone closer to the ones on the thigh. So I'm really going to ask you, and I'm just trying to make these cues land, to start engaging muscles that move your pelvis so you can create tug of wars. Okay, so a simple example is at one point in the practice, we'll do something like this, and most people go from their hip and their foot towards the head. By the way, this book is a game changer. Some people in the room have it. And there's a concept called duo, which means I have the distal attachment of my adductor here. I have the proximal one here. And what I'm going to try and do when I do this stretch is not just go both my head and my hip towards my knee. I'm going to anchor my knee down, my heel down. And check this out. I'm going to pull back. I'm going to pull back the hip. So I've got to really engage muscles to do that. It's not just passively sinking down to change the angle of the pelvis. Okay, so here are a lot of technical cues like that. That's pretty much all I want to tell you. We come together in the end in a circle like this, so don't be surprised. Grab a cushion, a bolster, something to sit on. One of my ultimate goals in Blissology is that we recognize our energy that's around us, that's inside of us, and that we're always sharing this energy field with others, and that we quietly bless other people with our energy as they walk by. So on that note, maybe not quietly, actually overtly, joyously take your hands up like this and bless somebody's energy field. Tell them they're amazing. I'm so glad you are here. Let's have a beautiful practice. It is a great day, and we're going to make it even better through human movement. So I'll meet you on your mat, and let's get our groove going. Awesome. Hugs. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Can I slide it back a little bit? Just touch, yeah. Just because then people can see a bit more. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Actually, no, do. Just slide over this way about an inch. I'll slide it this way, tiny little bit too. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so as promised, come up to standing. Let's get our groove going. Oh yeah, one more public service announcement. I just saw these, sorry, then we'll get it going. I'm going to do a retreat in April. It's called Loose, Fit, and Happy. We do breathwork meditation in the morning. Then we do calisthenics, so you get like ridiculously fit. And then we do 2-3 hour yoga practice, ending by sunset and sound baths, all that stuff. It's coming up in April. All right, so step open to the left of your mat. So face over here towards the rice fields. Thank God there's still rice fields for now in Bali. Take your hands, everyone's like, what's going on? Okay, relax, relax. Take your feet out to the side. So you want to be wide enough. There's a lot of people who've done this, so you can watch their example. You want your hands above your heels. So if you're too close in, it's not going to feel good. You have to have a long, wide stride. Now, close your eyes, bend your knees, and bring your hands over your heart. And we make meditation about being still. We honor stillness, and so we honor stone Buddha statues. But I want to share something different than stillness. It's called flow. So when you breathe in, let your hands rise up through the center, straighten your legs, breathe in. Now breathe out, open your mouth, bend your knees, and the hands come down the side. That was good, except I didn't hear your breath enough. Inhale, hands float up through the center. Breathe in again, think like Tai Chi. Breathe out, open your mouth, press your knees back, and tune into the vibration of the green plants. Inhale, come back up through center again, broaden your back. Breathe out, open your mouth, hands come down. Inhale, come on up to standing position, cactus your arms, open your chest. Now straighten your legs and have a conversation with the sky. Our ancestors used to just look up and check out the weather to be connected to the sky, and we are so connected to our phones. Everybody breathe in, put away your smartphone, open up your heart phone. Breathe. And bring your hands back over the heart, empty. Don't be in a rush for anything to happen. Hands come down. Inhale, arms come up the side, straighten the legs, Chi Masters. This time, coffee press the hands down the center, make a sound, go. Now inhale, trace that energy field around the body as you straighten the legs, arms come up. Open your mouth, find a beautiful state inside of you. Do one more, harmonize with the slow frequency of nature. And breathe out. Now inhale, please come up. Cactus your arms. Turn to the back of the room. Let your right heel lift upwards towards the sky. Press out and away. Now when you breathe in, arch back. Take a big breath in. When you breathe out, press all your worries out there to the ocean. Stick your tongue out. Let them go. Inhale, find grace inside of you. Exhale, press out and away. Now, as you inhale, bend your right leg, reach your right arm up, come into Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, straighten your left leg, hands come down. Inhale, do it again, bend your right leg, slowly feel your sarcomeres in the right leg opening up. Exhale, standing. Last one, do it beautifully. Inhale, Anjani. Now turn into Warrior Two, but turn your palms up so you find that softness. Straighten your legs, cactus your arms, breathe in. Same thing, facing the front, press your left hand forward, breathe out, right heel is up. Inhale, ribbon your arms back, breathe in. Stick your tongue out, press out. Bring in the love you want, and let go of any thought you've ever thought that you are unworthy. I am worthy of love. Breathe it in. I will stop playing small. Press that out. Now inhale, bend your left leg, reach up. Exhale, come back to standing, straighten your right leg. Inhale, this is an eccentric contraction of your left quadricep. Exhale, make a sound, come on back up. Last one, inhale, reach up. Now, like you're doing a backstroke, turn into Warrior Two, breathe out, palms up. Take a breath in and spiral the hands downwards towards the floor. Step back into downward facing dog shape. Breathe in. Pull your pelvis up and back when you're ready. Take a few breaths. Do one more big breath in. And do a big, beautiful exhalation. Now, slowly come into a plank position. Bring your knees down onto the floor. Now, I know you've done cat-cows before, but I want you to pay particular attention to your shoulder blades. So when you breathe in, look up, arch your back like you normally do. Stay here for one more breath and work a little bit harder to retract or pull your shoulder blades towards the midline. Breathe in. Now as you press the floor away, do the cow position that you normally do, tailbone and chin connected. But I want you to work it extra hard to spread each shoulder blade, what we call protraction, 1 inch wider, each shoulder blade. Pull up. Now do that 3 more times, but do it slow. Concentrate, bring your awareness to the shoulder blades. Breathe in, they almost pinch in the back. Exhale, spread your shoulder blades wide. Scapular control is such an important skill. Do 2 more times. Keep breathing in. Exhale. Do 1 more time. Breathe in. Exhale, round your back. Now press back into a downward facing dog shape. Now, if you wonder why we're doing so much work on our scapula, it's because as yogis, we're spending so much time on forearms. A horse, their serratus anterior muscle goes all the way around the rib cage. We have these little ones because we're not on 4 legs anymore. But yogis are asking us to do all kinds of things on our arms. So we've got to plug in the neurological control of these shoulder blades. Come into an upward facing dog shape. Take your time. Upward dog. Do it on in-breath. Now bring your knees to the floor. Now to work on the shoulder blades again, lower down and breathe out and let your shoulder blades bunch up towards your ears. And as you breathe out, press the floor away and pull the shoulder blades down. Breathe in. Exhale, sink down. This time, inhale, rise up. Pull the shoulder blades onto the spine in the back. Lower down, breathe out. You can bend your elbows slightly. 1 more time, press up. Now lift your knees up. Pull the feet towards you, but pull your chest through your arms. Take a big breath. And then glide back into downward facing dog position. So what we're doing here is called mind muscle control. You have motor units that control your muscle, and you're just trying to really make those connections strong. All right, both feet forward when you're ready, between the hands, lengthen your beautiful spine. Fold forward, take a few breaths, and do not just drop the head. What I want you to think about is bending your knees, finding your feet, and I want you to feel your sit bones in the back. I don't care how low your head is, I just care how high your sit bones are. Breathe in. Now as you straighten your legs, engage muscles around the pelvis, pressing the feet to lift the sit bones high. Now, if this hurts any injury or it's too fast, too deep, too soon, back up, bend your knees more. Breathe in. And out. Do 1 more big breath in. And full exhalation, let it go. Now come all the way up to vertical, reach up, and this time can you please arch back deeply. Take a big arching back pose. Then fold forward from this beautiful shape and let all breath out. Now inhale, lengthen your spine, and take your left foot back into a lunge. Your heel's going to stay up. For 1 breath, I want you to find Anjaneyasana. Your left knee hovers 1 inch from the floor. Bend your left knee 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters. When you breathe out, straighten your right leg, bring your hands to the floor, pyramid, and stretch, out breath. Now lift your right leg high in a 1-leg dog. Breathe in. Now lower down, please, into Chaturanga Dandasana. Feet anchor, chest lifts, upward dog. Breathe in. Press your hips back fully. Use your fingertips. Hear your out breath, downward dog. Lift your right leg high and stretch an elastic from your right foot to your fingertips. Exhale, step your right foot forward into a lunge preparation. Inhale, arms come up. Then you take your hands backwards, but do a warrior 3. Hands come back. Tilt your pelvis forward, stretch your hamstring. Now join your feet, arch back. That was one cycle, not so complicated. Arch back. Then fold forward, sit bones lift high, stretch out your back body. Elongate in, breathe in. Take your right foot back and breathe out. Inhale, right knee comes down, arms lift. Use your lower 2 abdominals to lift your pubic bone. Straighten your left leg, glide your left hip back. Hear your out breath. Lift your left leg high. Take a big breath. One leg dog. Now lower down super slow-mo. Don't rush your descent to chaturanga. Now really feel like you're coming up out of water, taking a big breath like a dolphin. Breathe in. Glide back, downward dog, stretch your posterior chain. Left leg lifted up, spread toes. Step left foot, all breath out. Big inhalation, reach up. Hands back, right leg up, breathe out, warrior 3. Join your feet, inhale, arch, take a big breath. Let's do one more round of those. We'll pick it up just slightly, about 10%. Fold forward and breathe out. Elongate in, breathe in. Left foot back, breathe out. Inhale, joyously open up to the sky, Anjani. Joyously salute the earth, pyramid, breathe out. Right leg high, one leg dog, big breath in. Lower down with control. Use your chest muscles. Up over the toes. Now stretch your chest muscles, up dog. Glide back, downward dog. Stick your tongue out, press back. Right leg high, really stretch, breathe in. Step your right foot into a lunge and prepare. High lunge, breathe in. Warrior 3, hands back, breathe out, left leg up. Join your feet, spread your toes. Long breath in. And fold forward from here. Stretch over, we go down. Inhale, get long. Okay, we're taking our, left foot back, breathe out. Inhale, Anjani, big breath in. And slowly straighten your left leg, got it, stretch and empty. Left leg high, one leg dog, take a big breath in. Lower down, chaturanga, all that breath out, let it go. Inhale, up over the toes, big breath. And glide back from here, downward facing dog. Left leg lifted up, breathe in. Step your left foot forward and breathe out. Inhale, reach up, long breath in. Warrior 3, right leg is up behind you, out breath. Join your feet, inhale, open up your chest. And fold forward, interlace the hands behind you. Now, pull the arms up over top of the shoulders. Feel how what the breath does, if you don't know, is it turns on a little bit more of the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms down the signal neurologically through the nerves of the body to have to run or lift something heavy. And that allows the muscles, you think about a flexible muscle, but what you are actually doing is extending little microscopic things called sarcomeres that make up your muscle, and you're making those more extensible. So feel that whole muscle chain in your chest slowly opening up, and you are the one that has the neurological control for that. So take 2 more breaths in. Take a big exhalation out, letting go of being so tightly shrink-wrapped. Take 1 more breath in. And all breath out, let it go. Hands come to the floor. Okay, do it fluidly. Come up slow, reach up, take your arms up high, breathe in. As you breathe out, step your left foot back very far, as if you're about to do warrior 2. Turn your hips to the side, straighten your left leg, breathe in. We're not doing warrior 2, we're doing triangle. I just want you to get a long stride. Side tilt your pelvis. Let your right hand come down towards the right shin, but you gotta feel your tailbone lifting in the back. Now, lengthen the left hand over the head, and I love saying this. I just love saying this. Towards Mount Batur. Reach your left hand up that way. As you pull your right sit bone toward the ocean behind you. Wow. When you say cues like that, it's so much different than like, oh yeah, towards Kentucky Fried Chicken behind, the stuff in regular cities. Okay, come up into reverse warrior. It means that you have your right leg straight, left hand's down the left thigh, breathe in. When you breathe out, come back into triangle pose and go a little deeper, maybe each progressive. 1, left hand over the head. Arch back, breathe in, straight right leg, come on up. Keep the right leg straight-ish as you come into triangle, left hand over the head. Very fluid movement. Do one more time. It's super simple. Don't overthink it. Come on up. Just make it beautiful. Come on up. And triangle pose, out breath. Now come up, reverse triangle. Turn your belly towards the front and press your hands forward. Now with your left foot, step it out to the left 2 inches. Okay. Now, like a Tai Chi master, again, relax your hands. Inhale, sweep your arms up high, but stay vertical. As you breathe out, paint the wall in front of you so you tune into your energy body. Inhale, reach up. Now, I want you to make tons of space in your femur and your shoulder heads. Take the hands behind the back, press your palms in reverse namaste. Now, if you can't do that, grab your elbows, breathe in, lift your chest. Now we're going slowly into Parsvatonasana. Keyword, slowly, mindfully, not just mindfully, mind-body-fully. Now, drive your right hip back. Reach out through the crown. Broaden the shoulders. And feel into what is stretching. What is stretching is the underside of the right leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. What is also stretching is the concept of where we end and nature begins. So breathe in the gift of the plants. Breathe out your CO2 to feed them. Inhale, come up a little. Reach your left hand forward. Next pose, revolve triangle. Make sure you're not heel to heel. It's going to feel horrible. Step out with your left foot. Left hand revolves around right shin, but your right hip pulls back. So pull the right hip back towards the ocean behind you. Reach your head again towards the volcano and feel that your right arm is sliding up this imaginary wall, actually your whole shoulder blade, up this wall. Now you got to feel what we call 3D breath in Blissology, which means when you breathe in, your head goes one way and your hip goes the other way. When you breathe out, all emotional tightness comes out. Now slowly from here, come into Anjani Asana pose. Your left knee is coming down onto the floor. The arms come up. Now, press your hips forward. You can bring the top of the left foot on the floor if you want to. Pull your arms back. Now let's get into the shoulders. Left arm under the right. So we call this Garandasana arms. Press those arms together, palms together if you can. Lift your elbows, lean back a little bit. So shift your hips back. Now as you breathe out, shift forward again, lifting your pubic bone towards the sky. So if some weird reason you had a bat signal on your pubic bone, do not shine it on the floor. Shine it up. Lift your elbows, keep breathing. More breath. Arms up, arch back. And slowly hands come to the floor. Turn your toes upwards towards the sky. Shift back into half splits. Now you have a medial and lateral set of hamstrings. Roll the right thigh in and let your head go over to the left. Breathe in. Now do the opposite. Turn your foot to the right. Shift your hips left and your head goes right. So you get into the lateral hamstrings. Inhale, do it again. Thigh rolls in. Get into that medial side. Exhale. Go the opposite way. Roll like windshield wiper your foot out. Come back to center. Take a breath in. Lift up your chest. And then find a few breaths in half Hanuman pose. Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathe in. Breathe the old stories out of the body. Do one more round. There comes the wind finally. Breathe out. We love it. Shift forward into a lunge. Walk your right foot out a few inches. Bring your elbows slowly down onto the floor. And walk your left and right hip back. Left knee back also. So your elbows are coming down. If that's too much, stay up high. Okay. Breathe into your right hip. breathe out. So this is a hamstring stretch if you wonder what we're doing. Now the right hip wants to come forward towards the right heel, so pull it back and in, breathe in. If it's too much, modify. One big out breath. One big in breath. And open the mouth, sigh something out. Bring your elbows to the floor and step back into a forearm plank position. So we have several themes rolling through the class, and again, one of them is scapular control. Scapula means shoulder blades. So in plank position, imagine you have elastics on from your elbows to the backs of the shoulders, and stretch those elastics upwards. Puff up your back. Now reach from the heels to the hands. Now lower down without sagging in the belly and try and pinch your shoulder blades together. The whole thing is don't let your belly sink. Inhale, come up. Pure scapula control. Lower down, breathe out. You're trying to activate muscles on the side of the rib cage to the shoulders. Inhale, pinch, come on up. Broaden your shoulders. Exhale without sinking in your belly. This is not an upward dog, it's a plank. Lower down and come up. Hold, forearm plank. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now let your right knee come up to your right shoulder like you're Spider-Man. Touch your right elbow and knee together. Bring it back. Left knee, left elbow, touch, touch, touch. Bring it back. Dolphin pose. Bring your elbows down on the floor. Breathe, dolphins, breathe. Now straighten your arms and press all the way back into downward dog. Man, breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your feet forward between the hands. Lengthen your spine. Take 3 breaths in this beautiful Uttanasana shape, letting go of old holding patterns emotionally. Breathe in light. Breathe tightness out. So it's a little bit slower class than I normally teach, but I want it, it's intentional. Breathe in one more time. And breathe all breath out. Let it go. Now inhale, reach all the way up. And slowly let your hands come down. Just take a look here for one quick second. I keep talking to you about the scapula. So the shoulder blades are on the back, as you know. But some people know this, some people don't. Right here where my hand is, let me know if you can't move around, if you can't see. This is a muscle called the serratus anterior. And we got to learn to control that if we're going to have control over the body weight on the floor. As I mentioned, that muscle on a horse is like a meter. It's a huge muscle. On all 4-legged animals, it's huge, but because we haven't used our arms, it's so small, and then we got to learn how to use it through these movements. So here we go. Breathe out. Right foot, step back, open your arms wide, get ready for triangle pose. So take your right leg really far back, take a big breath. Now side tilt the pelvis slowly down, pull the left hip up and back. Now reach the right arm over the head. Breathe in. Now as your right arm reaches, I want you to feel your left hip pulling back. Now we'll do it 3 times. Reverse triangle, come on up, take a big breath in. Triangle pose, left hand comes down, right hand reaches over the head. You're trying to stretch your left leg. Inhale, come up 2 more times. Here, your exhalation, stay fluid. So I told you about the fascia. Inhale, liquefy it, come on up, breathe in. Fascia can work like a glue or like a lubricant. Left hand down, right hand over the head. Pause and breathe. Stretch, triangle. Stretch. Now please come up. Turn your belly towards the front and let your right foot step open to the right a little. So walk your right foot to the right. Sweep your arms high, breathe in. Let your hands come down, breathe out. Here, your out breath. Now inhale, feel that you have a cloud, a nest of clouds in your shoulders. Take your hands behind the back, press your palms into reverse prayer. Stable but comfortable. Breathe in, sthira and sukha, breath in. Fold forward, drive your left hip back. Have your left knee bent. Take another breath, find the crown of your head. And pull the left hip back as you stretch and breathe. Deep breath into what's tight. Clean your house. Breathe that clutter out. 2 more times. It's physical, but it's also emotional. Now please come up. Get ready for revolve triangle. Reach your right hand forward. Point your left hand towards the back of the room. Left hand towards the back of the room. Lean forward. Pull your left hip to the back of the room using your physical muscles. Go longer stride, way longer. Yes. Now revolve your left hand around. Pull the left hip back. So hang on. Come up. Yeah. Press me. And then press me back there. Push. Good. There's the muscles we're looking to activate. 2 more breaths. Yes. Now with your left hand, we're going to go bowling. So throw a bowling ball as you slowly come up and come into Anjani Asana. Drop your right knee down. Arch back. Take a few breaths. Tuck your right, or press the top of the right foot. Pull your hands back like you are on a Viking ship. Now bring your right arm under the left as you breathe out. Press your palms together. Shift your hips back. Take a breath in. So you take all stretch off your right quadricep and then shift forward, lifting your elbows, putting the stretch back on. Now use your breath to expand, change your nervous system tone, and open up to something beautiful inside of your body as you let go of the old residue stored from old stories from our brain. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands to the floor. Left toes upwards towards the sky. Half splits. Catch your left heel and shift your hips back. Breathe in and turn your foot inwards. Hips go to the left. Breathe in. Exhale, hips to the right. Windshield wiper the foot out. So the little toes pressing the floor. Inhale, get into the inner leg. Breathe in. Exhale, get into the outer leg by spinning the left thigh outwards. Now come back to center. Press your heel. Go up with your torso. Press your heel. And then walk your hands forward and stretch in half splits. Now, stretching muscles is like parenting. Too much of a tiger mom and your kids rebel and start having purple hair. And breathe in. Breathe out. Too soft and they just eat ice cream and stay up late till 2 o'clock in the morning and can never get anything done. So find that perfect amount. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Shift forward into a lunge. Walk your left foot out. Now you're in this low lunge. Walk your right knee back if you want more stretch. Now if you want even more stretch, like a car jack, bend your elbows and shift your left hip back so you have the control. The more you lengthen your left hip away from the left knee, the more stretch you will feel in the hamstring. So you can rock around a little bit. Now, breathe into what's tight. Breathe into it. Open your mouth and deflate tire pressure in your hip. Do it again. Breathe in. And all breath out. Let it go. Now step back into a forearm plank position, getting ready for side forearm plank. Turn to the little toe of the left foot. Reach your right arm upwards towards the sky. Side plank. Elbows on the floor. If you want to, you can lift your right foot straight up. Keep breathing. Now, there's 2 ways to transition to the next pose. In a clunky way, or make it smooth like water, says Bruce Lee. Elbow comes down. Turn, opposite side. The transitions matter. Too often as humans, we just don't think we're so focused on the journey, we forget about the transition. Even how we're driving places. Get out of my way, and we never look at the scenery. Lift your left leg up. Elbows on the floor. Dolphin pose. Press your chest through your arms. Breathe in, lift your hips higher. Now I know you can press your chest 1 more inch towards your feet. Go. Breathe out. Press. Now do that 1 more time and lift your hips up a little higher when you breathe out. And straighten your arms and press all the way back into a downward facing dog position. Now lift your right leg straight upwards towards the sky. Open your toes. Step the right foot forward into a deep lunge. High lunge. Come on up. Get ready. Next pose. Warrior 3, T position. Reach the legs, left leg behind you. Reach the fingertips out in front of you. I can see all kinds of people, like their foot's a little bit wobbly, but that's good. You need this work on your arches. Now, bring your left knee up into the chest in a standing big toe preparation. Hold your left knee. Hold your left foot if you do want to go deeper. And extend your knee. Straighten your left leg. Reach your right arm upwards towards the sky. Drop your left hip down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big breath in. Now open your right arm to the right. Open your left leg to the left. And now we're going to start to get into the adductors as per our theme. So spin your right leg to the right. Keep breathing. Come back to center. Dancer's pose. Bend the left leg behind the back. Hold your inner ankle. Bend your right leg so it doesn't cramp. And then kick your back left foot up as you reach your right arm forward. More breath. Left arm forward to shoulder forward. Keep breathing. Let's even go into warrior 3. Warrior 3. Fingertips out in front of you. Warrior 3. Now, when you breathe out, bring your left knee beside the right little toe. Sink down low. Don't park though. We're going to go up. Breathe in. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, open up. Now if you want to, you can try something out called a dragon squat. You just let your left leg go out like this. And come back up. Drop your left knee down to the little toe of the right foot. Here we go. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Hips sink down. Shift your hips to the left. So your right knee is pointing toward the ceiling. Hug your right knee in. Breathe in. You're going to look over the right shoulder towards the back of the room. Now, if you don't shift your right hip back, you will probably not feel stretch in the side body. So breathe in. Lift your right hip up. And then move your right hip up and out 2 inches to the back right corner of the mat. Now lift up through the crown. Take a breath in. Quiet your mind. Let the old stuck energy in the hip out. You know what prana is. Breathe it in. Breathe tightness out. Now, can we come back to this position right here where we started? Warrior 3. There's the control. Step your left foot back far. Inhale, high lunge, open up. Exhale, straighten your right leg, hands to floor, breathe out. Right leg up, one leg dog, breathe in. And lower down, chaturanga, all breath out, let it go. Big, tasty in-breath, delicious breath, breathe it in. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Okay, so lift your left leg skywards, open up. Step the left foot forward, deep lunge, I'm watching, let's see. High lunge, go, breathe in. Warrior 3, T position, just 2 breaths, 2 breaths. Good, looks great, looks great. Keep using your foot arches, I'm watching your feet, looks amazing. Now come on up into the right knee into the chest, preparation, standing. Lift your left arm up, hold your right toe if you want more. Straighten out through your right leg, but drop your right hip down. So your left hand's reaching up, but as much as your left hand's reaching up, your right hip's pressing down. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Now open your left arm to the left as you open your right leg to the right, just 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Back to center, focus, samadhi. Bend your right leg behind you, dancers. Bend your left standing leg for a second. Kick back, open up your foot, spread your toes. Press your right shoulder forward. Try and make it a right shoulder stretch. Now come into warrior 3. It takes a lot of control. Puff up your back, breathe in, and then bring your right knee down to the little toe. Bring your hands over in prayer like this. Just tell somebody beside you, try and balance. Here's your challenge. Can you balance and give somebody a high five right in this position? Balance and give somebody a high five right in that position. That takes some control. Whoa. All right. Inhale, come on up into a warrior 3. Breathe in. Exhale, right knee down, breathe out. Inhale up. Now if you want to try a sissy squat, your right knee becomes behind. A dragon squat. Right knee comes behind, straighten that right leg. This is an example here. And then come on up. Drop your right knee down to the little toe of the left foot. Come into Ardha Matsyendrasana. Sit down on your hips. Now lift your hips up. Get ready. Pull your knee in. Then glide your left hip back fully as you stretch. Get nice and tall when you breathe in. Pull left hip back and breathe out. Amazing. Go again. Use your breath to expand your left hip. It's not just staying contracted. And breathe that out. It is partly because of the exercise we do, but also from so many thoughts we think. That's where the tightness comes from. Breathe in and let all negative thinking out. Okay, come back to the left sole of the foot, right knee position, vertical torso. We're going to go to Warrior 3. Come up slowly, Warrior 3. And step your right foot back far. Inhale, open up into that high lunge, arch back. Exhale, one out breath, hands to the floor, stretch and breathe out. Now come into that one-leg dog position and lower down chaturanga and pause. Come into a plank position, plank, not upward dog. Here comes the shoulder blade control. So keep your lower ribs and your upper pelvis connected. Do not sag in the belly, but pull your shoulder blades together in the back. Sink down your chest. Now press the floor away and pull back. Yes, it's a push-up, but it's called a scapular push-up. Lower down, shoulder blades pinch. As you exhale, press the floor away, round your back. Lower down one more time. Round your back, press back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, we did dancer's pose a few poses back. The climax here will be like a dancer's pose in side plank. Come into a plank position. Turn to the little toe of the right foot. Reach your left arm up. Now, if that's a fine position for you, stay there. Otherwise, what we'll do is bend the left leg behind you. Hold your foot like dancer's pose, kick your foot behind you, and send your chest forward and up towards the ceiling. Open. It's kind of like a wild thing feeling. Stack your feet. Downward dog. Woo! Turn slowly, little toe of the left foot, side plank position. Get that scapular control. Reach your right arm upwards towards the sky. Now you can bend your right leg and hold the right foot if you want to. Yeah, there it is. Kick back. Yeah, Tom. Chest up, chest up, chest up. Turn your chest towards the ceiling. Reach. Chest up. And then press back into downward facing dog shape. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now we're going to continue on. There's a progression, right? We're going from simple movements to more complex using these same muscles opening up. Lift left leg. Bend your knee. Flip over for a wild thing preparation. Now bend your knees a little bit more and then press like you're jumping towards the mountains in front of you. Reach up and over with your left hand. Open your chest and feel that the door is opening on a stuffy room. Just breathe into the tight places. Side plank position. Hold, side plank. Option for this one, take your left big toe and press it straight upwards towards the sky. Stack your feet. High plank, not downward dog, high plank. Breathe in. Breathe out. Turn to the little toe. Reach your right leg up. Now flip over. Wild thing. Press. So, sometimes it's better to tell you what we're trying to open rather than just giving you directions. You're trying to open up your left shoulder. You're trying to bring your hips into extension to stretch the front of the hips. Your abdominals all the way through the right lat muscles and chest as you reach right arm. Side plank, please. Turn. Option. Hold your right big toe. Press up. 1, 2, 3. Step your right foot forward into a lunge. Turn your left heel down. Ready? Reverse warrior. Come on up. Take your time. Right arm's up. Keep breathing. Reverse warrior. Right foot's forward. Yes. Now, let's do something very smooth. Can you bend your left leg like a Skandasana, sink down? Now inhale, come back to a reverse warrior. Shift forward and up. Exhale, sink down, bend your left leg. So I'm shifting forward and then up. So I'm making this wave position. Exhale, down. One more time. Reverse, breathe in. Now as you breathe out, side angle pose, please. Right elbow, right inner leg. Press your knee out. Reach your left arm over the head. Use your right hand and almost back slap it into the right shin. Reach your left arm up. Now reach your left hand for your right thigh behind your back and pull your right hip towards your left heel. Keep breathing. One more breath. Now from this place, come up, warrior two, and here's the transition. Bend when you're ready your right leg, so your left leg is a straight one facing the ocean. So we did this on the other side. Reverse warrior, left arm is up, left knee bends, facing the back. Exhale, sink down and express something with your hands. Bend your right leg. I want to see your chi master movements. Inhale, shift forward. Don't make it robotic. Exhale, express beauty, express power. One more time, up, reverse your warrior. Side angle pose, left elbow down, left inner knee. Sweep your right hand behind the back. Use muscles on your outside right hip to pull the left sit bone away from the left knee, which you're pressing out. Keep breathing. One more breath. Now slowly from here, come up, warrior two. And here's our transition. Bend down slowly your left leg. Bring your left knee to the floor. Just give you a second to find that. You're on your toe mound. And slowly from here, we're going to do a pose called Parigrasana, gatekeeper. So you're pressing, like roll your thigh in. So we're going to stretch the right adductor like crazy. So you're pressing your elbow into your right shin, your butt sticking out. Feel that stretch in your inner groin. Ready? Breathe in. Now rotate your pubic bone towards the ceiling as you pull your right hip back towards the ocean. Now reach your left arm up over the head like we did for side angle. Or if you have the opening, go ahead and reach it for the left hand for the right foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stretching the right inner leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now slowly transition just by shifting the hips to the opposite side. Your right knee's coming down. So you got to get into this slowly. Press your left heel. Lean forward. Your butt sticks out only in the preliminary places here. You got to press hard your left elbow into your knee. Now start to rotate your thigh back outwards as you scoop the left hip under. Reach your right arm up. Now as your right fingertips reach, your left hip pulls in the exact opposite direction as where your right hand's reaching. Some people can hold on to the left foot. Ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. Now make sure you feel these muscles releasing when you breathe in. If you go too deep, they tighten. One more breath. Now, straighten your legs, come into a wide leg, standing back body stretch. Okay, Prasarita Padottanasana. Breathe in. Fold forward. I know some people have hamstring injuries. Keep your knees bent if that's you. Those take a long time to heal. Reach out through the crown. Take a breath. Fold and stretch. You can take your hands on your ankles, or for a deeper stretch, sometimes I like to take my arms like they do in Ashtanga Yoga through the legs. Catch the fingertips, press your palms, and pull your chest through, but keep reaching out through your crown as you do this. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, I told you we're here to open up our adductors today. So bring your hands under your shoulders and start to walk your feet out. Now, we're working towards lateral splits, and we're going to do this pose twice today. So this is our first time. So what I'm telling you is to aim for an intensity level of 3 out of 10 right now. Not 9, not 8. Breathe in. Close your eyes. Rock your hips. I told you about the fascia. That will bring, again, more water. Okay, everyone's heard of hyaluronic acid. The rocking movement brings more HA into the matrix, attracting more water. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, bring your elbows to the floor. If your body has shifted, if it hasn't, just stay there. Go ahead, walk your heels out maybe a few millimeters. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, what I would love for you to do is elbows or fingertips on the floor. Shift your chest forward about 10 centimeters. Now, arch your back. Lift your tailbone. Breathe in. Arch your back. Now, from that position, press your hips back. Breathe out. Press back those 10 centimeters. We shift it forward. You're going to get into a completely more medial set of hamstrings doing that. Breathe in. And adductors. Breathe out. Soften your eyes as you breathe in. Expand your kidneys in the back. And breathe out. Now you may be wondering how much longer, and the answer is 15 seconds. You've got this. Stretch into it. Go deeper if your body lets you, but monitor that nothing's dripping. Breathe. Bring your hands under your shoulders. I thought you'd never ask. Heel toe the feet together. Turn your right foot forward to the front of the room. Frame your right foot. And step back into downward facing dog. I was trying to show you where your adductors are at the starter class, but I think you know now. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, come into plank and breathe in. Lower all the way down onto the floor, and we'll do our first front body stretch opener in the sequence. Bow, Dhanurasana. Hold your ankle joints. Take a breath in. Kick your feet up, back, and away as you breathe out, extending like a lower back, keeping it long. Breathe in. That looks good. Breathe out. Gather your legs together. Amazing. Yes, this is amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. Breathe in. Yes. One more breath. And then bring your hands under your shoulders. Come into an upward facing dog shape without pinching your back. And then glide back into downward facing dog. You can hear that truck backing up. Do the same thing with your hips. Breathe in. Beep, beep. Press your hips back and breathe out. Bring your knees to the floor for Ustrasana Camel. Camel. Start with the toe mounds on the floor. Take your hands back. And then slowly come on up. Keep reaching up, sternum long, without sinking into your back. Take the hands behind you. Option, stay there. Option, hands on the heels. Keep breathing. 1, 2. One more breath. Arms up. Hands to the floor. And press back into downward facing dog shape. Breathe in. And breathe out. So we have a special kind of climax pose for you. It's coming soon, but I want to warm you up for it, okay? So there's somewhere we're going. I'm just going to, playing pool, I'm just going to get my white ball into where I want it to be 2 shots from now. Bring the knees down. Reach your arms upwards towards the sky. Stay long in your lower back. Hands come down, but you don't change the shape so much of your back. Okay, so let the shape of your spine and the stretch in the front guide where your hands go, rather than letting the hands jam your lower back into some shape that's not appropriate for you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Arms up. Elbows to the floor. Dolphin pose. I just want to invite anyone who wants to go into a forearm stand to do it now. It's not made for all people. And if you want to even go into a scorpion pose, you're welcome to. Keep breathing. Take a few breaths. Bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees. Look up, look up, look up. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Look up. There it is. One more breath. Okay, and then come back, everyone, into downward facing dog. Hips go high. Breathe in. I'll give you a press back. Press back. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it's there. From there. Breathe out. Awesome. Bring your feet forward between the hands. Lengthen your spine. And fold forward, take a deep stretch, yes. Now when you're ready, come up, reach up. And hands come down. Take 2 breaths, close your eyes, pause for station identification. Now, we're going deeper into the splits. Take your right foot out to the side this time, so you're stretching to the right side of your mat. Breathe in, open your arms like starfish. And then fold forward, down towards the floor, taking your time. Now, reach your arms out in front of you. Tip your pelvis forward. And if you want to, we can start to walk the heels out wider. Walking the heels out wider, round 2. Now you're going to find this round goes probably better than the first round. Now again, yoga is a feeling, not just a shape, and the feeling is expansiveness in the hips. Soften your lips. So sometimes I have this expression, it says loose lips, sink hips. So your tongue is completely connected down into your digestive tract, down into the psoas, into the adductors. This is one chain. I've actually dissected it off a body at one time in my life. Breathe in. Soften your lips and your tongue and see if that helps you to find more softness of groins. Do 2 more times. Use your breath. Keep breathing. 1 more time. Breathe out. You'll hate me now, but love me later. Heel toe the feet together. Turn slowly towards your left foot. Join both feet together, top of the mat. Take a breath in. Without over-tugging on any tendons, fold forward and stretch. Now we're coming down onto our backs. Bend your knees, come down onto your back for some bridge or wheel poses, your choice. On your back, let's all start in bridge. Setu Bandhasana. How? Lifting your pelvis upwards towards the sky, interlacing your hands, pressing pinkies down. Now for full wheel, please bring your hands under your shoulders, come up on your tippy toes, and then you're pressing your chest up slowly, taking your time. If you're new and you want to see an example, I'll give you one now. Keep breathing, otherwise just do it. Keep breathing, press your chest through your arms. 1, 5 counts. 2, bridge your wheel. 3, 4, 5, shoulders down first, tailbone down last. Relax. Got 2 more rounds. This one, let's start in bridge, everybody. Bring your right foot more to the midline, lift your left foot up and press up. Now switch legs, I know that's fast. Lift your right leg up, and then bring your hips down. So I just want to show you that if we do that in wheel pose, and this feels better for you, you can do that one without feeling there's anything wrong with you. So lift up into bridge, or lift up in wheel. We're trying to do an Ekapada version, one leg. Lift up slowly. Breathe. Press your chest through your arms. Bring your right foot more to the midline, no matter what version you're doing. Press up through your left foot. Expand elastics in all directions, and then switch. Don't sink into your lower back. Chest through the arms. Right leg up. 1, 3 counts. 2, press. 3, lower down. Oh, all right. Come on up and have a seat. All right, have a seat. Give me a double shaka just so you know you're in the game. All right, double shaka so I know you're in the game. This is going to be our climax pose. Gluten's not made for everybody. Milk's not made for everybody. What I'm doing may not be for you today. But what I want to show you as an option, okay, is I'm going to stay in my toe mounds. And I do camel and pressing my hips forward. I just keep going like this, and here I start to panic. But I'm just going to keep going back, bring my hands to the floor, and then press up. Then I come forward, bring the knees down, back up. Do not have this foot. Have this foot, and it's going to feel awesome. If you're not doing that, do camel one more time and just feel what it feels like to lean back but lift your chest. Ready? I'll watch. Okay? Don't panic. Make sure the thoughts are positive. Have fun. This be a kid at recess. I'm watching. Reach up. Go, Heidi. Go up, up, up. Yeah. Breathe. Reach. Most people give up at one point, but you can go deeper. Yeah. You might have come too close. Your hands go back further. If your hands go too close to your heels, it's harder to push up. Want me to help you? Try. Reach. Keep going. You're there. Go. Straighten your arms. Yep. Keep going. Okay. Up. That's good. Awesome. Yeah. Go. Play with it one more time. Up. So you got to lift up. Bend your elbows. Yep. Now come all the way back. You got to let this hips lift up. There it is. Yes. Okay, come down from there. That was a good start. Okay, watch. I'm going to show you one more time, then we're going to move on. One more time in case you add this to your to-do list. Most people get here and they panic and they just tighten up. Don't panic. Just keep reaching your arms out. And right here, watch. People are keeping their knees on the floor and then it sucks. Your knees have to come up. See that? The knees come up and that's what helps. Okay, high five somebody. Downward dog. All hard work is over. Let's get stretchy. Breathe in. Now, the exhale is going to tell your nervous system that we are switching into parasympathetic tone. So take a long exhalation. Now, I'm going to open your hips like crazy. You're going to open your hips like crazy. Reach your right leg up. Step your right foot forward into a lunge. Walk right foot over to the left. Pigeon. Take your hands out in front of you. And when I say pigeon, we're going to be here for over a minute. So get ready for that mentally. Slide your right and your left knee back should you want more stretch. Also, rotate from the left ankle, even if that means your right hip's lifting up. Now, if your hands are like this, you're missing it. Take your hands out in front of you like this. Breathe in. Now your right hip, I want you to press it back with at least 11 kilos of pressure, which is how hard you would press coffee if you're a barista. I know everyone here loves coffee. Breathe in. Rotate slowly to the right as you come down. Keep pressing your right hip back. If you're new to hanging out with yogis, we will give up drinking. We will give up sugar. We will give up milk. But coffee, no way, man. Breathe in. Breathe out. Expand your right hip. And when I say expand your right hip, I want you to imagine every single cell. You have trillions of cells in your hip area. I want you to imagine each one of them as a smiling Buddha face. Breathe in, expand your right hip. Breathe out your demons. One more time, breathe in. All tightness out, let go. Step back when you're ready. Downward facing dog. Wow, that feels amazing. It's a bit of hard work at the time, but it's so good. I'm pretty willing to bet that when you woke up this morning, you had no idea that you're going to have a trillion smiling Buddhas on your butt, but it just happened. Lift your left leg up. Step your left foot forward. Bring your right knee down. Walk your foot over to the right. Okay, so pause just for 1 second. See how these floorboards are here? And they're going this way? There's something called a length-tension relationship. So the further you get your left hip back on those floorboards, the more stretched they're going to be. Most people bring their chest to the floor and their hip actually goes forward and they take the tension away. So I want you to take your hands out in front of you, breathe in. Now look where your left knee and your left hip are, breathe in. Now start to move those back several inches. Now if you're not using your hands, you're not understanding what I'm saying. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now you got to stop where it feels like it's too much stretch. Before there's too much stretch. Breathe in. Close your eyes. Breathe out. Breathe into your left hip. Breathe out through an open mouth. Relax your forehead. Soften your jaw. Breathe in. One last breath cycle. Breathe out. Like you are inflating a balloon, breathe into your left hip. And lion breath, some tightness out. Now bring all weight onto the left hip. And then sweep your right foot up and over. Next pose, finishing pose, Gomukhasana. So your right leg is going to be up and over top of the left. Now, this right foot, let me see your right foot. Pull the little toe of the right foot toward your knee. Yes, let me see. So watch, I don't know if everyone can see, like that, like that. Now, from that place, lift your hips up and walk your right foot more to the left. Now, hips are up, breathe in. Now, pull your right hip back and down so you're on the front edge of the sit bone, so you're in an anterior tilt. Now take your left hand on your right knee, breathe in. Now pull that top knee toward the right. Now lean forward to get more stretch. Lean back to take it away so you can dial it in for what's the right amount for your nervous system. You can bring your left elbow around the right knee and take a big breath in. And then you got to keep pulling your right hip back as you lean forward. Close your eyes. The stretch is in the back of the right hip. A little muscle called the piriformis. Now close your eyes. Feel into your right hip. Expand it. Let go through an open mouth, releasing it. One more big breath in. Big exhalation out, sigh it out. Okay, come up, take your time. Switch legs, but before you do so, I'll try and give us a quick demo. If I take my left leg over my right, then my left hip wants to get pulled forward towards my knee. So I got to use muscles here to pull my hip. See if you can see this movement. It's going to be super important. When I say go, you're going to pull your hip back like that, like a twerk almost. Okay, so your left leg is up on top of the right. Let me see. Let's see. Your toes are going to be pressing into the floor, and I want you to actually lift your butt up using your fingertips. Slide your hips to the right. Don't stop there. Slide them back and tilt your pelvis forward. Again, we're trying to access muscles in the hip. Now, pull your top left knee to the right. Lean forward for more stretch. Lean back if it's too much. You can even bring your elbow all the way around your left knee, but with your right elbow, you are pressing the knee towards the left. Now, close your eyes. Feel how this muscle we're stretching tends to want to clam up. Consciously use motor nerves to expand it. And exhale, let that tightness out. Keep breathing. Slow breath. It's hot. 2 more times. Breathe out. Like you had a mouth in your left hip. Expand it. Like you're breathing through your hip. And breathe all stuffy air out of that room as you let go. Do that one more time. And then come on back to center. Cross your legs. Close your eyes. And we're not stretching anything here, by the way. We are tuning in to our chakra system. Right hand, lift it up and feel the air. Close your eyes. Feel the air in your palm. Feel the warmth of your palm as your index and middle finger slowly touch your third eye chakra. Left hand, bring it down onto the chakras above your belly button. And I want you to find the least amount of skin to skin or skin to material contact as possible. Really just feel the softness, the energy. Use slow, deep breaths. Now what we're doing is we're going to slowly shift into a gesture of humility. So slowly remove your hands. Let your palms unfurl. Turn them upwards towards the sky and drop your head. And what the yogis taught us is that we are continuously running like hamsters on a wheel away from things we don't want, which is called dvesha, and toward what we want, raga, desire. And because our heads are mostly filled with those thoughts, we miss the beauty of the present moment. We miss our connection to light. So why is our head dropped? Why is our hands lifted as a gesture of humility? Instead of being so much in our egos, people, let's tune into the radiant divine consciousness we are all a part of. Thumbs on the forehead. Breathe. Thumbs on the heart chakra, long spine. Shine. Let your hands come down. When the Buddha reached enlightenment, he touched the earth and said, "Earth, bear witness. I have developed a mind of nirvana, which means I am no longer pulled by raga and dvesha. I know peace." And if we have no yoga, we have no peace. And it is through yoga that we know peace. Earth, bear witness. Breathe in. Breathe in a little bit more. And again, breathe out all the ways we play small and forget about this beautiful divine consciousness inside of us and others. Lie down on your back, let your feet flop open, relax. Put any other clothing on, warmer things you need, pillows. Relax. Feel your skeleton, everybody. Feel your skeleton, this beautiful structural, intelligent, connective tissue inside of our body. Now, in particular, what I want you to feel is the relationship between your thoughts, your nervous system, and the tug your skeletal muscles make on those bones. Breathe in and feel your chest expanding upwards. And as you breathe out, all the thoughts of worry, of doubt, of anxiousness, of pain dissipate, of disease dissipate. Like helium balloons drifting off into the sky. And when we breathe out, all those thoughts that we're pulling so hard from a signal in our nervous system on the muscles, that signal decreases, so those beautiful bones sink down more into planet Earth underneath us. Tune into the sensation of your thighs. When you breathe in, feel the pelvis lifting up. And when you breathe out, feel your thigh bones shifting down. Now we talked about the shoulder blades, the arms. The epidemic in our generation is actually a slow motion whiplash caused by the stress we feel looking at phones unconsciously. So our shoulders bunch up towards the ears. Please breathe in. And when you breathe out, let your shoulder blades sink down away from your ears. And feel the space, the freedom of mind when that happens. Take just 2 more minutes, and in this time, as the outer body, the Anamaya Kosha, it's called in yoga, softens, the mind softens, the Manamaya Kosha, the breath is soft. We slowly start to feel the energy inside of us called the bliss body, the Anandamaya Kosha, in the Upanishads written in 800 BC. Relax your jaw and forehead. In fact, relax your whole outer body so much that it feels less like you are made of matter and more made of energy. So feel the atoms we are made of. Now, with a fit body, but a relaxed body and a very quiet mind, let's complete our ritual that we've done. It's not just a yoga class, this is a ritual of interconnection. Take your time and make your way slowly to seated. And once you get to seated, I know it's hard to move, but if you don't mind, please, VNEC, come on in here. Bring a cushion or something to sit on. It won't take up a ton of time, just a few minutes of quiet meditation, but in a circle. So I know it's hard to move. I know you're far away, some people, but make the effort. I'm just going to close my eyes and drop in and make a space. Coming close to me, you drop in and make a space. And again, the collective energy will be amazing when we drop in. So the individual affects the collective is really the message that I know you know. Come in close. Close your eyes. Closer the better. And let's finish where we were before with the thumbs on our heart, with the spine long like an antenna, picking up this frequency of joy, of peace. In Tantra Yoga, they say it this way, that you are a spark of this universal divine consciousness of joy. So let your hands drop down. And like the way we started, like a chi master, breathe in, let your hands float up the side a little. Broaden your back. And when you breathe out, make an out-breath sound, stick your tongue out and press your hands down the center. Relax your brain and tune into your Vijnana Maya Kosha, your wisdom body. Breathe out. Do one more time. Plug into this beautiful place inside of you. Reach your arms up, arch back. Turn the palms upwards and just imagine you're in some kind of waterfall of bliss. And you're just angling your hands, opening your mouth and your third eye. So you're just drinking in that beautiful nectar, ambrosia of bliss from the divine consciousness. Now the whole thing is where the hurts are inside of your heart. Those are good because that keeps your heart cracked open so the light can pour in. So let the light pour in through the cracks of your own hurt right now in your heart. Turn the palms towards you. Keep your back broad. Breathe in. And when you breathe out, press all that light, compress it into your heart and breathe all snakes out. Let it go. Last 1 minute is not my job to say anything. It is you to have a wordless conversation with a power greater than you. 1 minute. Enjoy this time. Keep your eyes closed and slowly extend your hands down. Place them on somebody's knee or palm. How do we inherit such a divided world? Why are so many people becoming so divisive year by year? The place that just reached out and grabbed somebody's palm, you don't know if the person beside you is male or female, what race they are, how old they are, what religion they are, what country they're from. We just know that there's a place inside of us that was put on planet Earth to make love the biggest gift of our lifetime. And I guarantee you there's not one person here that does not want to make the world better. And you are by what you're doing right now. Just if you remember one thing about this practice, please remember these words. Your vibration matters. My vibration matters. Bring your hands on your heart. On that note, we'll close with the sound Om. Take a breath in. Let go of your worries. Just breathe those out. Let them go. Dark smoke out of your body. Like yogis have been doing literally for thousands of years. Step into our time. Breathe in. And lastly, I said something at the beginning of class and it might not have even landed, but just take your thumbs on your forehead, keep your eyes closed, and what I said is the world I dream of is where we quietly and wordlessly bless the people that walk by us. So start now, just without words, just close your eyes and send your energy out there, your kindness, your compassion, your love for every heart in this room. Now I want you to breathe something in as well, and that is that like 40, 50 people just blessed you. So breathe that in, your blessings. And breathe out your stressings. This has been a beautiful morning. Thank you everybody for doing this body, mind, soul tune-up called yoga. Namaste. No words needed, just this. Bring it in. Bring it in, brother. I know, right? Oh, man. Wow, what a morning. Oh my God, amazing. Thank you, everybody. That was bueno. That was so amazing.